Hey friends, Jonathan Miller here again, and today we're going to be talking about CuePoints and Articulate Storyline 360. It's a tool that I personally feel is a little underused while developing e-learning, but it's something that can definitely make the process go faster and much more efficient. If we turn our attention to the timeline, I can right click on it. We can see this entry right here, create CuePoint at playhead. What that's going to do is wherever my playhead is, that's going to allow me to put a CuePoint on there. Now what that does is it allows me a place where I can align different elements, when especially like on this slide I have 4 elements coming in. On other slides, they can be pretty complex and we can have a lot of stuff coming in and going out, and CuePoints are a great way to help manage that. Now the other way that you can add CuePoints, the way that I do it to make things more efficient for me, first I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the CuePoint that I have on there, is I like using the C key. And what the C key will do is it will place a CuePoint. You can see that right at the playhead. I'm going to Control Z to get rid of that one. The really nifty part about using the C key to place a CuePoint is you can do it while you are playing through the timeline of this slide. So I can see here on this audio, I've got a couple chunks where I probably want to line up the entry of these buttons. And what I can do is begin playing my slide, enter those CuePoints with the C key, and use those to line things up. So to do that, I'll select the play button. And then as this timeline is playing along, when I get to a point in the audio where I want to add my buttons or have them animate in, I'll hit the C key to add my CuePoints where we're going to need them. Now you can see maybe this one's a little bit off, and that's fine because I can grab it and click and drag these to fine tune them a little bit. And as I look here, I've got, maybe an extra one I probably wasn't listening too close. Or maybe we needed that 5th one, so I'll click and drag down here and add a 5th option. And then just because sloppy design bugs me, I'm going to go ahead and clean these up with my distribute functionality, move everything up here. Now I can go ahead and align the entry of these items with my CuePoints. So I believe, if I check here, I believe these already have an animation on them, and they do. So I'm just going to start aligning things, and I can do that very quickly by selecting the piece I want to align, the piece that I want to work with on my timeline, right click, select alignment, select align to CuePoint, CuePoint 1, and I can just go through my whole list that way. And if you watch the timeline behind this, you'll see that it's going to jump the entry to that CuePoint. And we'll get all 5 of them in aligned to CuePoint 5. Now, let's say I need to fine tune this a little bit more. I need to move this back and forth. It's not going to move my item with it, the one that I aligned to it, but I can align it and do the same process. Go ahead and align to CuePoint 3. Maybe I want to go back. I can do the exact same thing and move it back. You can also just grab these and fine tune them the way that we're accustomed to it as well if you want to do that. But using CuePoints helps keep things nice and neat. So that's my rundown on using CuePoints to align your entries for all of your animations. It really helps out if you can like these videos, and I will see you in the next one.